We begin in the United States. Washington and Moscow have completed their largest prisoner swap since the Cold War. Russia released American journalist Evan Gershkovich and Alsu Kurmasheva, along with former Marine Paul Whelan. They were greeted by their families, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, at Andrews Air Force Base just outside Washington. Speaking to reporters, President Biden said he feels wonderful to welcome the three freed Americans.
Feels wonderful. Long time in coming. I was absolutely convinced we could get it done. I meant what I said. Alliances make a difference. They stepped up. They took a chance for us. It mattered a lot. So I'm delighted they're home.
Gershkovich, a journalist with the Washington Journal, was arrested while on a reporting trip last year and spent a little under 500 days in a Russian jail. Kurmasheva was also arrested in 2023 after allegedly failing to register herself as a foreign agent and for allegedly spreading false information about the Russian military. And Whelan was detained in 2018 on espionage charges and was serving a 16-year prison sentence. President Biden thanked allied nations for making tough calls on the exchange deal, which included releasing Russian prisoners.
Toughest call on this one for other countries, because I asked them to do some things that were against their immediate self-interest, and really very difficult for them to do, particularly Germany and Slovenia. Slovenia came in at the last minute, and I tell you what, the chancellor was incredible.
Vice President Kamala Harris said the Biden administration has brought home over 70 Americans in more than 3 years, and it was fighting for the release of others.
As we celebrate today's news, we must also keep front of mind that there are other Americans that are unjustly being held in places around the world, and we will never stop fighting for their release. As Vice President, it has been my honor to work alongside our President Joe Biden to bring home more than 70 Americans in the last 3.5 years. And we will never waver in our commitment to bring home every American who has been wrongfully detained or held hostage. That is my solemn commitment to my fellow Americans, which I will always honor.
Now, the prisoner exchange was negotiated in secrecy for more than a year to free 24 detainees. And now 16 of the prisoners have been released by Russia to the West, and 8 have been returned to Russia. The prisoner swap also included 5 other nations, including Germany, Poland, Slovenia, Norway, and Belarus, with Turkey actually negotiating the exchange. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said he had a very moving conversation with the 5 German citizens who have been freed from Russian prisoners.
I was able to talk at length with those who have arrived here and have now been released from captivity in Russia. It was very moving. Many did not expect this to happen now and are still very full of the feelings associated with suddenly being able to be free after all. Many feared for their health and even their lives. That needs to be made very clear. And that is why it is also important that we have now made this protection possible for them here.
Meanwhile, Germany had deported hitman Vadim Krasikov to Russia, who was sentenced to life in prison for a Moscow-ordered killing in Berlin in 2019. Russia also received 2 sleeper agents in prison in Slovenia and 3 men charged by U.S. federal authorities. And the freed Russian citizens were given a red carpet welcome by Vladimir Putin himself.
First of all, I want to congratulate you all on your return to your homeland. Now I want to address those of you who are directly involved in military service. I want to thank you for your loyalty to the oath, to your duty in your homeland, which has never forgotten you for a minute. And now you are home. All of you will be nominated for state awards. We will see each other again, talk about our future. Now I just want to congratulate you on your return home. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
The hostage diplomacy between Russia and the West will likely continue in the future, as both sides have benefited from the latest prisoner swap exchange.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree. One tree for humanity. One tree for Mother Earth. One tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies,